spine. And again, shoulders together, back and down. I'm pulling ever so slightly over onto that right side. So what I can feel here is my hamstring. I can feel the outer hip. I can feel the outer thigh, and into my bottom. I can feel all of that just starting to activate. From here, if you want to, elbows under shoulders, dropping the chin to the chest, curling through the spine. Stay here a little bit longer, find that nice position. Again, pushing away through the right side of the bottom. I can feel that really deeply through my glutes, but again, they're tight. I've been doing some glute work over the last few days. And when you're ready, take your time. Come over onto the bottom. Swoop those legs round. Take a moment, and when you're ready, we are going to repeat on the other side. So this time, lengthening the left leg, drawing the right foot in towards the knee or the thigh, seated nice and tall. Once again, let's go for that bounce. So just bouncing through the hip. Again, reminding this hip it's got some work to do. Alright, bring that knee in. Again, lace the fingers, pulling up long through the spine, shoulders back and down. When you're ready, we tap back and forth. Good, and 4, 3, 2 and 1, we hold, wrapping the left arm around that right knee, right arm goes behind, long through the spine, seated nice and tall. You can see how I pull myself up as opposed to allowing the body to soften and slump, nice and tall. Again, I'm pulling that right leg in towards my body. I can really feel that deeply down the side of the leg and into my bottom once again. A little bit longer here. Good, when you're ready, legs stay there. Hands come to under the shoulders once again. I'm dropping this right knee down to the floor. Down it comes. Nice and long and lifted up through the spine once again. So as I'm pushing up, I can really feel that stretch, this time down the left side of the body. I'm squeezing the shoulders together. I've got all that lovely activation into my back. I can feel the muscles in my back working here. A little bit longer. Good. All right, when you're ready, we bend the knees. We pick up that right foot, and again we go for the swing. So, thinking about getting into that hip flexor, into that quad again. Knee, nice and soft. Don't create any tension through that knee. You know you have the option if you want it to just drop back here and hold, or continue to swing. Good, couple more here. Activating through the front of the hip into that quad. And when you're ready, plant the knee, heel to bottom, hold. Good. Again, my knee feels nice and soft. I can really feel that stretch down the front of the hip into the quad. Option if you want it, dropping down to that knee. For me, that takes it a little deeper. Feels really nice, feels that I'm really stretching out into the quad here. A little bit longer. Good. All right. Lengthen that right leg. Hands under shoulders. Lift the hips square off. So we're directly above the mat here. I'm lengthening that right leg. Hands under shoulders. Lifting up nice and tall. Again, I'm pushing away ever so gently into that left side of the bottom. Shoulders back and down. Long through the spine. Again, when you're ready, dropping down to those elbows, elbows under shoulders, chin to chest, curling it through. Find that stretch as we curl into the upper back. Again, I'm going to push away ever so gently over onto that left side of my bottom. I can really start to feel this a little more deeply now into my hamstring, into my glutes. I can feel it in my outer hip and my outer thigh. A little bit longer here. When you're ready, you come over onto those bottoms. Good. All right, we're here. We are taking a wide stance with those legs. Again, block, cushion, pillow, whatever you've got. You can go under the bottom if you feel that you're gripping a bit with those knees. If those hamstrings or hips are tight, then do take the option to sit on the block. My feet are quite nice and soft. What I'm going to do here is I'm lifting up with my right arm and I'm going to come over and down towards that left foot, holding it a moment, and then I'm changing sides. I'm fully aware that not everybody can get down to that foot, so please, you know what I'm going to say, work within your own range of movement. I don't want any shoulder wrenches to try and get down there. Just take your time with it. What I like about this particular exercise is we've got that nice open hip element here. I can feel my hamstrings stretching, and I've got that nice stretch again down into the side of my body. Feels really nice. Option here. If you know that you can't get anywhere near those toes and you really don't want to, fine. Stay here with the sweep. There are always options. Feet nice and soft. If you're quite happy to continue to come down towards those toes and stretch into the side of the body, then stay with me here. Good. Let's have one more to each side, whichever option you've chosen there. And then we're going to have a shift in pace. We're going to take it to lying down position on our backs. And we're going to start with the strap band, whatever you've got, dressing gown, cord, whatever works for you. So, I'm going to have a lie down here. Okay, so I always lie in a block, most of you know that. The position of my neck, it works for me, it's comfortable. So from here, I'm going to start by placing my right foot up into, I'm using a band today. So, I need this left leg to be out of my way so that I can move freely through the hips. So, I'm going to get rid of that left leg and I'm going to keep my right leg lifted. I've got a soft foot and a soft knee here. And I'm going to start by opening out that hip. So what you're looking for is that that left hip is pointing up towards the ceiling. It's not rocking like this. So you're looking for that stability as you open out. Hold that a moment. And then I'm bringing that leg across the body and I'm going to close. So I'm going to bring that leg across, find that stretch into the outer hip and thigh here. Shoulders stay nicely on the mat. And I'm going to keep working between those two movements as I'm opening and closing. Good. Hopefully you can see my leg and it's not disappearing over there on the patio. However, you get the idea. You're working with me, so you know what you're doing. So, the leg comes across the body. It's an outer hip and thigh stretch. The leg opens out. It's an inner hip and thigh stretch here. And you are very much here working within, of course, you know what I'm going to say, your range of movement. Make sure that you're comfortable. But I'd like you to just take the time to notice how this feels as you move. I really like this very simple sequence. I can feel that I'm working well through my hips, and I can feel that I'm starting to stretch into those inner thighs as I open out here. So keep working with me, keep opening and closing here. Good. Shoulders nice and relaxed, keep them on the mat. Good. This is going to be my last close, bringing the leg across. I'm going to hold it here. And what I'm going to do is hold it in my left hand. I'm going to open out with my right arm and I'm looking towards my right hand here. So it gives me a bit of rotation. I can feel this beautifully into the outside of my left thigh, into my hip. I can feel it in my glutes again. They're really firing up as I'm holding this stretch. Little bit longer here. All right, soften that knee. Bring the leg back. I'm lengthening it here. I'm going to open out. I'm taking my left arm to open chest position and I'm opening out through that leg. Hip pointing up there. Try not to let it go over here. So you want the hip to be pointing up to the ceiling. You should really be able to feel that in your inner thigh. It's a lovely, lovely stretch. Open that hip right up. All right, soften that knee. Bring the leg to center. For the next bit, I'm bending that left leg. I'm going to place the left foot on the floor. I'm going to hold the band in both hands. I'm going to wrap it round, tuck my elbows in, but that's just because I'm using a band. Whatever you've got, just make sure you've got it in both hands. Flexing the foot. I'm pushing the heel up to the ceiling. I'm going to maintain that flex and I'm going to float down, hover just above the floor, floating up, floating down, floating up. Now breathe. Feels good, doesn't it? And that breath and body movement together, it's lovely. Creates a beautiful flow. I'm going to hold the next one. Calf stretch. Push that heel up to the ceiling. Feels good. We've done a lot of activation there. I can feel that really deeply. All the way down through the calf, but I've got that lovely length through the leg here as well. Again, shoulders, they're nice and relaxed. My upper body is soft here. I can feel that calf stretch. Hold it, focus on the breath. Good. All right, we're going to soften that knee. We are bringing that leg in towards the body. Find that hamstring stretch. Now you see I went deeper there into the resistance band. That's because I've got a band. It'll be different if you've got a strap. What you're wanting to do is shift the stretch from here to here. So this is option one, or you can go for that half baby pose. I'm going to grab that foot and I'm going to take that knee over towards my shoulders. So it's just tucking into my armpit there, sole of the foot directly above that knee. For me personally, this is how I feel that hamstring stretch deeply. So I know I've got it all the way down the back of that thigh here, and I'm going to hold this. Good. Just hold it. Just relax. I hope you can hear these birds like I can. It's nice. And most of you know I don't like bird song or music, but I like it in real life. Let's hold it a little bit longer. All right, one more breath. Let's release that right foot. Let's bring that, you missed that kestrel, amazing. Let's bring that left foot up into the band strap, whatever you have. I'm lengthening right leg. I'm going to start here with my open, closed stretches. So I've got a soft foot. I'm going to start by opening out. Again, your right hip pointing up to that ceiling. Make sure you're not rolling across because you lose some of that stretch. Then I'm coming across. Outer hip, outer thigh stretch. Again, shoulders stay relaxed here. Working between the two. You might notice that you've got a different range of movement, or that it feels slightly different as you work from side to side. That's fairly common with hips. It's not unusual to feel that those hips work slightly differently from one side to the other. So again, just make sure that you're working safely here, that the movement is smooth, that it's flowing. I have a kestrel above my head, you can't see it. I don't know if it's wondering if I'm worth trying to grab. A bit bigger than a mouse. Alright, one more, we're closing. We're holding that close. So, I've swapped hands, it's in my right hand. I'm opening up on the left side so I can feel that beautiful rotation and stretch down the outside of my hip, leg. Can really feel those glutes, hamstrings as well here on this side. Hold it, breathe. Good, one more breath here. Now we open up, softening that knee and coming back. Left hand, open out. Remember where you want that right hip to be? Right up there, pointing up. Stay in that open hip hold. Let's hold it a little bit longer. Good. Soften the knee. Let's bring it back. Lengthen the leg again. Right foot to floor. So I'm holding the band here now in both hands. I'm wrapping it round. I've got that calf stretch. I'm pushing the heel up to the ceiling and I'm going to float that leg back and forth. So I'm hovering just above the floor here as I send that leg away and then back up. I'm maintaining that flex. I'm pushing that heel away from the body so I can feel that I've got that activation through the calf. Keep floating up and down. All right, next time we come up, push that heel up, hold it there. Relax the upper body, relax those shoulders. Feel that stretch into the calf, that length through the leg. This should feel nice. Stay here, let's hold it a bit longer. Good. We go from calf stretch into hamstring stretch. Remember your options, soft foot and knee. Bring the leg into the body. Option 2, reach for that foot. Draw that knee down towards the armpit, sole of the foot above the knee, and hold that half baby pose. I know that there are those of you out there who like that full happy baby. We need some happy right now, so let's go for full happy baby if you want to. And option as always to add that little rock. Little massage through the width of the back here, feels nice. So you're either on that single leg option, you might have decided by now to come to a knee hug, and if you're hugging those knees, you can rock with me here. If you're here with me, let's go for a knee hug. I'm crossing my ankles, that always feels comfortable to me, and I'm just going to rock here just a little bit. A nice tension reliever away from the back here, it feels really nice. Good. I'm coming back to centre. I'm placing my feet onto the floor. And I'm going to take a full body stretch. This is the end. We're going to come up and finish, but if you want to stay here in this full body stretch, you take as long as you like. I'm going to bring myself up and over to an all fours position. And from my all fours position, curling my toes under, walking hands back to knees, and I'm rolling up into a long spine here. Full body stretch. Monkey swing, I'm going 3 and 2 and 1. Shake it off. Good work. Well, that was our pure stretch session. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was about an hour, so I hope you managed to do all of it with me. If you liked that, if you found it beneficial, if you're with me normally, there's a link somewhere up there or down here if you'd like to chip in whatever you felt it was worth, whatever you fancy, I'd be very grateful. There'll be more videos to come. I'm going to do Pilates one, I'm going to do legs, bums and tums one. So enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you very much. All right, I'm finished. Oh, hello, I haven't pressed anything.